All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for another, well, more of an overview than a review because this is a sample, not a full production version. But let's say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV and get started. So this is the QSP Hedgehog, which is a slip joint. I got to check this out at Blade Show. And when it came up in the Pass Around group, I was like, yes, please. This thing is phenomenal. This is going to be, I don't know the final price yet. This is going to be available in September, and it's going to be less than $100. And I'm just going to say, spoiler alert, get you one. I'm hoping to get one. This is cool. And why is it cool, guys? You know, I've kind of added more slip joints lately. I've got some of the Jack Wolf knives. Let's just set these out here. That's the laid back Jack, and here's the and we'll use those as comparisons in a minute. That is the sharpshooter Jack from our friends over at Jack Wolf Knives. But this is a little bit different now. You know, it's steel instead of titanium, and you've got full covers here rather than in anything like bolsters or anything like that. So it's kind of different. As a matter of fact, if you didn't know it was a slip joint, well, if you didn't look back here, you would almost think, you know, this is like a knife you flick open or whatever, because it looks less like a slip joint in that way, but it definitely is. And by the way, really nicely done on the back spring, guys. There is no light through there at all. It is so well done, just phenomenally done. Now, I know that QSP has done slippies in the past, and they have just done a phenomenal job with this one. Look at the contoured scales. You have this great micarta. You have flutes, like double flutes, like it is a bolster. As a matter of fact, it kind of looks like a bolster because it's smooth, and this is kind of, you know, contoured. You got these cuts in here, and it just feels great in the hand. So the fit and finish is phenomenal. There are your liners. Really, really well done. Now, the steel on this is 14C. This is a sample, and you do have the QSP logo on this side, and you have this wicked Wharncliffe blade with these long pulls on both sides. Full flat grind, is a full hollow grind, as you can see. Very cool. Really nice sharpening choil here. And guys, by the way, full 4-finger knife. Really dig that. You have a nice landing spot. And here's the thing, walk and talk, phenomenal. This is like a 6 to a 7. I mean, it is, you know, again, they're a little bit different in each. You do have the half stop, of course. It is flush in in all three positions. As you can see, flush. Let's just double check. Yep. And just really cool. And again, it's going to be less than $100. Now, would I put this up to the same you know, quality level of, you know, obviously not. You on these Jack Wolf knives, you have awesome, awesome titanium here, and the finishing is just absolutely phenomenal. But this is, and it's different. It's a different style. This feels so much like, even though it's a hollow grind, let me tell you, this guy is a cutter. It is, I have cut paper and cardboard, and let me just tell you, it is phenomenal. It just shaves really, really well. It is a great knife in all ways. Now, let's just see size-wise. So first of all, we'll start with our normal comparatives here. This is the Ontario Rat 1, and I got a shadow all over there. Sorry. I've been struggling with this shadow since I redid my setup here. And there's the Rat 2. So it's almost the size of the Rat 2, as you can see. Now let's go to our slip joint comparisons here. So this is the Jack Wolf Knives, good grief, sharpshooter Jack. So it's roughly the same length but it's definitely taller and chunkier. And the same thing's going to go for the laid back jack. They're very close size-wise in that regard. So there you go. Now, I will say the QSP definitely feels heftier in the hand. I haven't weighed it, and I don't think I'm going to waste your time with that. It's not that heavy, but it's definitely heftier than those titanium models with the thinner scales. As you can see, these are thinner, and the cover materials are a lot thinner. So this one, because it's contoured like this, is definitely going to be a little thicker in the hand, a little heftier in the hand, and a little heavier overall. But guys, I gotta tell you, this is one you should keep an eye on. Now, it's going to be sometime in September and less than $100. If I get the final price before I post this, I will put it in the description. So please go take a look at the description, and I will list the price there if I get it. You do have a lanyard hole, by the way. QSP is really impressing me, and you guys know I've had a lot of QSP knives in here lately, but they're really, really impressing me. And for them to branch out into a slip joint right now, with all the slip joints coming out, it's really cool. Now, again, it's definitely not a competitor for these Jack Wolf knives I was showing you. They're unrivaled, but at the price point of less than $100, this is going to be a big seller for QSP, I think, and you should definitely look out for one, because you're going to have a hard time finding one in that price range that's done as well as this. Again, just look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it'll come in other finishes, but just really impressive knife from QSP. So there is, again, this is more of an overview, because I'm not going to give you all the stats because I don't have all of them. I can't even give you the final price. It's more of a look at an upcoming knife that's going to come out in the next month or so. So there you go, guys. The QSP Hedgehog from the Apex Pass Around group. And QSP, thank you so much for checking it out. Guys, let me know what you think of this I was going to say little guy, but really it's let's just do one more thing here. It's not that little. Now, you know, let's see, what can I compare it to here? I was just going to give a couple more comparisons here. I mean, it is every bit of, it's very close to the same size as the Hogue Deca. And it's just a cutter, guys. And I'm not worried about, if you're putting pressure on it with that strong back spring, it's definitely going to hold up really well. I think what I was trying to show, here it is the Penguin. I finally found my Penguin. It was hiding from me. So literally, this guy is a slip joint that is about the same size as a Penguin. So that's kind of what I wanted you to see. It is a decent working knife as a slip joint. So that is pretty cool. And very, very much have appreciated checking it out. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. And thank you ever so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.